In 2005, hip-hop crowned a new king. A Compton rapper with Dr. Dre in his corner, 50 Cent on his tracks, and the West Coast on his shoulders. But just a year later, he was exiled and spiraling into chaos. This is the story of the game, his meteoric rise, his controversies, and the fall that left fans asking, was it destiny or self-destruction? Born Jayceon Terrell Taylor on November 29, 1979, in Compton, California, The Game is an American rapper and actor best known for helping revive West Coast hip-hop in the mid-2000s. He rose to fame in 2005 with the release of his debut album, The Documentary, debuting at #1 on the Billboard 200, with Dr. Dre and 50 Cent in his corner. With hits like How We Do and Hate It or Love It dominating the charts, The Game wasn't just successful. He was the new face of West Coast hip-hop. But The Game didn't rise alone. Dr. Dre signed him to Aftermath Entertainment, giving him instant credibility. Jimmy Iovine and Interscope provided the marketing machine, and 50 Cent's features on The Documentary gave him chart-topping hits. It was a dream team, but without this powerhouse support system, would The Game have been anything more than another mixtape rapper from Compton? That question didn't take long to answer, because almost as soon as he was crowned, he started burning bridges.
50 Cent. Too much 50 Cent, not enough West Coast rap.
The public feud with 50 Cent wasn't just about music. It was about ego, money, and loyalty. And the breaking point came live on Hot 97. 50 Cent went on air and announced that The Game was out of G-Unit.
So where does he stand as far as G-Unit is concerned right now?
Across the street or around the corner. He's not in my camp.
Not at all?
No way.
Okay.
Not after being that disrespectful.
Minutes later, shots were fired outside the station, and The Game's career would never be the same.
We was busting real bullets. One of my homies got hit. He's still alive, Yeah, man, like we was shooting, they was shooting, shit was crazy. Me and 50 stared each other in the eyes with guns drawn. Two niggas that was friends and homies, and they came up in hip hop together, and I just know we were shooting at each other. Even though I had 30 niggas with me and 50 had 30 niggas with him, man, it's almost a blessing that only one person got hit, and in the leg at that.
But 50 Cent wasn't the only artist The Game was beefing with. He also sparked drama with Jay-Z, Suge Knight, Lil Durk, Kehlani, Young Thug, and Eminem.
Jay-Z! I said Jay-Z! You old
When have you ever heard an Eminem song in the club? And I'm not taking away from him. I don't hear Eminem in the streets. I'm just a better rapper.
What started as one feud was quickly becoming a war with half the industry. This was a pattern of self-destructive behavior that would define his career. While his second album, Doctor's Advocate, still debuted at #1, proving his commercial resilience, The Game's personal life was spiraling. Disorderly conduct, weapons charges, assault lawsuits, the list goes on. The headlines started to overshadow the music. The question wasn't whether The Game had talent. He clearly did. The real question was his talent worth the constant controversy and legal trouble that followed him everywhere? As the years passed, the cracks deepened. While albums like the Red Album still debuted at #1, the commercial success didn't match his early work, and the narrative shifted from rising star to fallen off. The Game's defiant, I don't really give a attitude might play well in interviews, but it doesn't change the reality of his declining album quality and relevance. And then came the incident that would tarnish his legacy beyond repair.
You are giving me $10 million.
Let's go! Who's gonna give you $10 million?
Jayceon Taylor.
Also known as
The Game.
In 2016, a jury found The Game liable for sexual assault and ordered him to pay $7.13 million to Priscilla Rainey, a contestant on his dating show. The consequences were devastating. He lost control of his label and profits from his final album. And worst of all, he lost the respect of fans who had stood by him for over a decade. As if that wasn't enough, unsigned artists claimed The Game was selling them mixtape slots in exchange for exposure. Exposure that never came. And then came 2022. The world watched as Dr. Dre brought hip-hop royalty to the Super Bowl stage. Snoop Dogg, Eminem, 50 Cent, Kendrick Lamar, Mary J. Blige, but The Game was nowhere to be seen. a Compton native handpicked by Dre years earlier, was left out of the biggest West Coast celebration in history. The message was clear. The game was no longer part of the conversation. The game later spoke out, saying it wasn't Dre's decision, but the business machine moving in the background.
The real reason I wasn't on the Super Bowl is because I'm not a safe artist. So they went with the safe artist. Now, am I bothered by it today? I'm not bothered by it today. I feel like Dre should have called and said why. I would understand that.
Today, the game exists in a strange space. He's still here, still dropping music. But albums like Drillmatic don't hit the way they once did, cementing the narrative that his best days are behind him. The crown that once seemed destined for him now belongs to others. The game has sold over 10 million records worldwide. He's achieved a career most rappers only dream of. But the story of the game isn't just about commercial success. It's about a man who was handed the keys to hip-hop royalty, only to self-destruct and lose them through controversy, betrayal, and legal troubles. So what do you think? Was the game's downfall inevitable, or was it the result of his own choices? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more controversial stories.